picture. This doesn't look like no Mustang.
No, it's the thing that's gonna convince you to stop buying Mustangs.
Convince me?
Yeah.
Not buying a Mustang? Oh, I don't know, man, but this thing does look pretty good. Yo, why is this car like, it's like all shaking and stuff?
It's a misfire.
Is it misfiring bad, huh? Man, dude, this Chevy stuff, I tell ya. Stick to Ford, man. It wouldn't be misfiring like this. So, as you guys can see behind me, we have yet another Corvette showcase on the channel, and it's not a C8, but it's actually a Corvette that many of you guys watching might be able to relate to because of the price range. This right here, guys, is a 2008 C6 Z06 and a very, very sought after car, and just by looking at that, and I know you just saw the cinematics, this thing's freaking gorgeous and it is so evil looking. Now, based on the title and thumbnail of this video, guys, I have been having this thought in the back of my head for the longest time, branching off into like another car brand, essentially, obviously Chevy with their Corvettes. The Mustangs would never go anywhere, and this isn't gonna happen today, but you know, there will be a time where another car has to join the fleet, and been keeping my options open. Now, obviously, we all want a C7 Z06, but maybe not Sabir. I know I do. We're gonna talk more about that in just a moment. Just take a quick look at this, guys. Do a little walk around for you. And we'll have Sabir over there just give us the rundown on the car, man, because this thing, as you heard, chops. There's a good amount of motor work done as well. And when this car first came out, these were super, super sought after because 505 to the crank.
505, yeah.
And that's what, 440, 450, yeah.
Like unheard of for a car.
Unless you're a Terminator Cobra.
Stock?
Maybe not stock.
Stock? Yeah, that's like a stock.
An all motor at that, right?
Chevy comes out with a 7-liter out of nowhere in 06.
Yep.
And it's like, as good as the LS3 was in 08, but the LS7 is its own beast.
Absolutely.
It keeps revving. The TR6060 has insanely long gears. It's just, it's a perfect combination. I'm not a roll racer or a drag racer. I like canyon runs and, you know, track days, stuff like that. But as far as a Corvette, I think it's the perfect mix of everything you could want in a car besides back seats. But
so why don't you just tell us a little bit about it, man? When'd you get this thing?
Yeah, I actually got it earlier this year. I've been wanting this. It's not that it was like an impulse decision. This is the car I've been dreaming of getting for about 3 to 4 years. I had a WRX that was a full bolt-on. I had an E36 M3 that was wide-bodied, caged, really good for track days. But I was always missing something fast, and I didn't want to go back into bikes. I had an R1, I had a Gixxer, but I've always wanted a fast car that I thought, you know, what's affordable? Like I was trying to think, what's an affordable car that has...
Did he just...
I was trying to find the perfect car, you know, something that can do everything I wanted, and something that was pretty fast factory already. I really want a Viper. Can't afford a Gen 5 Viper. That's like 100K plus, it's not in my price range. These started coming down in price. This was pre-COVID. Damn, that thing is loud.
Is he still turning it up, dude?
I'm surprised it's this loud.
No shit, I swear he's like...
He's way over there, I can see his light. Dude, he's deep.
Anyway.
Oh, what was I saying?
It's something about a Viper.
Oh yeah, okay, so a Viper was like one of my all-time favorite cars. I really like the Gen 5, the newest.
Dude, I still hear him, dude. I don't know if you guys can see that light.
Far.
Dude is
He's
far.
At least a quarter mile away.
He has a big ass subwoofer on the back of the car. Yeah. Okay, composure. On 3. Okay, ready?
The Viper was something I've always wanted, out of my price range. I got this car pretty much right before COVID hit. So it was almost the perfect storm of me being able to get this car. I was daily driving a brand new Accord, and I was just thinking to myself, all my friends are car guys. I've always been a car guy. Why do I have an Accord as a daily? I can just buy another beater as a daily.
What was that?
That was a VQ. It's always a VQ. Please stop straight piping your VQs. PSA. So everyone was selling their C7s or C6s. They're like, all right, cool, we're gonna get the C8. I'm like, all right, good timing. This started popping up. It was a senior owned car, like his dude was like 65, 70, and the only reason he was selling it because he was getting back surgery. He's like, I can't get in and out of the car, it's too low. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Come up for me, perfect timing. I got the car, I drove like 4 hours to get it. A few months later, I started hearing a squeak from my engine, just driving regularly, and I diagnosed it. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a lifter. So I took it to a shop. They took the heads off. They saw the lifter. One of the lifters was marred against the cam. So luckily I didn't drive it after that day. I just towed it. And I was like, you know what? The heads are off. I'm replacing the lifters. Let's go with Johnson lifters. They sent the heads out to West Coast Cylinder Heads, got them ported. Then I noticed my crank pulley was wobbling, which is kind of a common issue on C6s. And I figured if I'm gonna take off my crank pulley, the cam is like right behind it. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. Heads cam build, something basic. I still have stock intake manifold. I have stock exhaust manifold. I just got my intake manifold ported. I got my stock throttle body ported. I have like a colder intake just because I found one for cheap. Pretty much stock other than like a basic heads cam.
As I was saying, these have always struck an interest, like for myself especially, you know, and they're just definitely one of the best looking Corvettes.
I think so.
Especially for the price too. And you know, the C6 changed everything, man.
I think they're timeless. Like as nice as a C7 is and how like advanced it is compared to a C6 when it comes to technology, I don't think it's gonna age as well as this. This car
I don't
came
think
out
so
in
either.
06,
I
and
know
I still think it looks so good till this day.
Yeah.
The C7, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's an ugly car. I love it. My brother-in-law has a C7 Z06. I just don't think it's gonna look great, especially with the C8 looking like a supercar now. I don't know if it can compete in like 10 years.
Yeah.
This car is gonna be like, I feel like it's one of those cars where it's like a Terminator.
Exactly.
I love seeing Terminators on the road. If I see one, it's not always, you know, it's usually two valves are all over the place, but the Terminator is another story. You see one, you get excited, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's a gorgeous car, man. Do you want to go ahead and pop the hood?
Yeah.
Do you any visual things we can see? I don't know much about, you know, LS, but...
California PD is watching this. It's a stock car.
Well, it is stock. We're not even in California.
It looks stock. So like I said, this is a stock intake manifold, but it's ported. Obviously people have like ported MSDs and you know, like the fast intakes, which are a lot better. But I was like, I don't really want to lose my LS7 valve covers, make it look stock if like ever get in trouble with PD, you know? That's ported, throttle body's ported. That's just an air raid cold air intake. I actually found that on Craigslist for like $100.
Okay.
Oh my God, why not? It's already there.
There's your nitrous line right there. You're not fooling anybody, man.
No one knew what it was. They would think it was stock. It's a good sleeper. I just closed my valves and you can't hear the chop. Like I said, I'm not chasing power.
True.
If I wanted to, I could have thrown, like at the same time, it would have made sense to throw in long tubes and go with the custom grind cam. This is just like a stage 2 BTR. It's nothing crazy, but it's like very drivable. It's like, you know, like low to mid 500 horsepower.
Okay. I want your opinion on this, guys. DBP here wants to get another vehicle for the channel. Would you be opposed to this? You know, something like this? Like, I love the C6s, and, you know, Sabir and I were talking, and you said I would typically probably want to go towards a Grand Sport because I want to pro charge it.
Yeah, if you want to boost it, there's nothing wrong with pro charging an L7, but I think best bang for your buck. If you want the looks, you know, you'll have the same rear wide body.
Have to have the looks.
Yeah,
have
so
if
you want the wide body, the Grand Sport's a good bet. It still has a TR6060. It has an LS3, which is great for boost. I wanted all motor, so I went with the LS7.
Which makes sense.
And then I have the frame's a little different, it's a little bit lighter. But then again, you know, that's like, you could do a couple things for weight reduction.
Yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't even be really worried about that, you know,
if
not
you're
chasing.
Like, yeah, I'm not a grudge racer, so I wasn't
Exactly.
that's something I'm worried about. I still have a sub in the back of the car, like I added weight to it, if anything.
Yeah, so I mean, it definitely is an option. You know, and $30,000 would be around exactly what I'd want to spend on another toy for the channel, and you know, it wouldn't replace any Mustangs or anything like that, but it would just be a different approach, you know. And who knows, maybe if I did get a C6 Z06 an all motor build E85, the whole shebang, full bolt-on, is something that you guys would enjoy in the future. I don't know, because you know, I got a boosted Mustang, I got 2 boosted Mustangs, and who knows, maybe an all motor LS build. That sounds pretty interesting and pretty fun if you ask me. So who knows what the future holds. But I figured since we were here in California still, and you know, Sabir's a friend of Jacob's, you know, we can sit here and talk about it all day. I kind of want to go for a ride, and I'm sure the viewers do as well.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
All right, let's hear this thing chop up a little bit. Oh yeah, whole car's shaking. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, I know you can see that. Look at the mirror.
If you focus on one part, you'll see the thing.
Yeah, it sure is chopping, but it sounds sick. And what cam did you have in this again?
BTR Stage 2.
Stage 2 cam, okay. Oh yeah, that sounds good. I think we should go take a ride in this thing. You gonna grandma it, or are you gonna give us some? All right, hey, wow. That actually felt insane.
Right.
I was not expecting that. Wow, that's quick, man. That's fine, dude. That's really healthy feeling.
Right.
That's crazy. I've never been in an all-motor car like this.
It's quick.
That is so sick. That is really fun. An all-motor Corvette. It's like the first one I've ever really ridden in that had some work done to it, and it felt it felt really good. For all my boosted Coyote guys out there that aren't like on hefty blowers and a fat tune, this thing's quick, man. That will catch you by surprise. Don't sleep on these all-motor LSs. And I'm a Mustang guy admitting this, so I'll probably catch a lot of shit for that, but it feels good, dude.
Thanks.
That's awesome. That's really sick. Love these cars. Always talk about them. Always on Facebook looking at used ones or cars.com, and it's definitely a nice car, and I think I could do one of these up really nice, so who knows? Oh, yeah.
These are 1920s right now.
Okay.
So these are the wheels I always wanted for my street setup.
Uh-huh.
But I want a set of 18s all around for track use and like canyon runs.
Well, man, it's a gorgeous car. Thank you for taking me for a ride. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be C6 buddies. But until then, Mustangs for life, baby.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. My best friend has a 5.0, Jacob
That's true.
Ardoti.